everyone, I'm Sue.
And I'm Sean.
And this is Discovering Paradise with Infinite Paradise.
Let's travel. Hello and welcome to another edition of Discovering Paradise with Infinite Paradise Travel. My name is Sean. I will be your host. Unfortunately, my lovely co-host and the hardest worker here at Infinite Paradise Travel, and no doubt the brains behind the operation, I'm talking of course about Sue, will not be joining us today. She is off making dreams come true, because that's what she does. But instead, I have a fill-in, my beautiful co-host today, Alyssa.
Hi! Before we start the video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share.
So what we're going to be talking about today is staying at a Disney resort and the different price levels that Disney offers. Because what many may not know is that there is a Disney resort on the property to accommodate any budget. Now, before we actually get into the different resorts, what we're going to do is talk about what we feel are some benefits to staying on the property, and also give you a few tips that we've learned from going to Disney that will make your trip easier and more enjoyable. And we'll probably throw in a few of our favorite eats that you definitely don't want to miss on your trip to Disney. So what we're going to start with is a few things that we found made our trip easier, more enjoyable, and they might be things that you might not be thinking about when you're planning your trip. So the first thing that we're going to do, and we have lots of props today, is talk about the Disney drink cup that you'll get whichever resort you're staying at. And the benefit of it is you can refill it while you're there, and at the end you of course have a nice souvenir. So make sure that you pick up your Disney drink cup while you're staying at the resort. And another quick tip along the same lines as the cup that you'll get while you're at the park is your Disney popcorn bucket. And this is convenient. It comes with a lid. You can carry it around the park. It's just a convenient snack to carry with you. And if you're not a popcorn person, don't get your popcorn bucket. But you also have a nice souvenir to take home with you. And Alyssa is going to now talk about something else that is definitely something you're going to want to have when you're walking around the park. And what do we have?
Okay, so what you're gonna want to have is a Loungefly backpack, or any backpack that's like smaller, and it'll just like help you carry your things around that are necessary.
Excellent. And what I carried myself was just a cinch sack type thing, and you can use the straps over your shoulder similar to a backpack, or any small backpack, because you're definitely going to want to have something to carry everything around with you during the day. All had Disney themed backpacks, and this one that's up right now is actually Alyssa's. One that we have here today with us was Sue's. So the next few items that we're going to talk about, it's Florida, it's hot. Depending on what time of year, it might be very hot. And these are some items that, and this first one is my number one, highly recommended that you're going to want to have. And also, all these items are available at the park. You'll see them, but it'll be much cheaper if you purchase them before your trip. But the first one, the most important one in my opinion, is this cooling towel. And what you're looking at right now is a picture of me with that cooling towel on my head on a hot day. So now Alyssa's going to share another item with you that will help you beat the heat at Disney.
Okay, so what I have is a misting fan, which you can preferably fill with ice water or just any water you want. And if you press like a button on the back, the fan will go around and you can spray this to mist water on your face or like anywhere.
Excellent. So the next item I'm going to share, and I highly recommend, is getting yourself some type of insulated cup, water bottle. And what I would do is fill it with ice in the morning at the hotel, and by the time I was ready for some water at the park, I had some nice cold ice water in there. Now you can get cups of water for free at the various food vendors inside the park, and what we would do is use the cups to refill our water bottles. Those are just a few tips that we've learned from our trips to Disney. In another edition, we'll go deeper into the best tips that we can give to enjoy your stay at Disney. Now, before we get into the price levels of the Disney resorts, we're going to talk just a little bit about the benefits of staying on the property as opposed to staying off the property. Now, me personally, I think that one of the biggest benefits is the experience, because Disney is not just a vacation. It really is an experience. It's a magical place. It's a happy place. And staying on a Disney property resort allows you to stay immersed in that magic the whole time you're there. Whether you're traveling to or from the park or around the resort, you're going to see Disney everywhere you go. And of course, you're going to get that Disney service that is above and beyond anything else you're going to get on any other trip. And now I'm going to let Alyssa talk to you about how she feels about staying at a Disney resort.
Okay, so staying at a Disney resort is much better than staying at a hotel, because when you're there, you get more of the Disney experience. Even if you're in a different resort and it's not just Magic Kingdom, it's still giving you that you're not at home. You're not in a different place. You're still in Disney.
And that's really what it's all about, is getting that Disney experience, getting the most out of it, which you're going to get if you stay at a Disney resort. Now, one of the biggest benefits is transportation, because if you're staying on the property, you have transportation to and from the parks all throughout the day. It gives you a lot more flexibility. Not only are you avoiding traffic and having to pay and find parking, you have the flexibility to go back to the resort, go back to the park in the evening, however you want to do it. And another big benefit of that is what my wife and I really liked was we would go to the park in the morning. In the early afternoon, we would take the bus back to the hotel, freshen up in the pool, get off your feet, relax, and really get a second wind, and then go back to a park in the evening. So that break in the middle of the day was very refreshing. And trust me, you're going to be doing a lot of walking. We walked sometimes 10 or more miles per day. And being able to get off your feet, cool down in the middle of the day, gives you that second wind you need to go tackle another park in the evening. Now a few food recommendations. Right here, Tonga Toast, which can be found at the Kona Cafe in the Polynesian Resort. Even if you're not staying there, it is definitely worth a trip. All the food there is excellent. And what could be better on a hot day than a cool, refreshing Dole Whip? Make sure to pick one up. And hey, who wants to go to Disney and not get to have breakfast with Chef Mickey and all his pals? It's all you can eat, and the food is delicious. And please take this recommendation personally from me: Gaston's Tavern and a giant cinnamon bun. And yes, that is me doing my best impression. So what we're going to do now is start talking about the different types of resorts that Disney offers. Your value, your moderate, and of course your deluxe accommodations while staying at a Disney resort. Now remember, no matter which option is best for you, you're going to receive that magical Disney service, because that is what Disney is all about: exceeding expectations, being magical, and giving people the best experience that you're only going to find at a Disney resort. So the first resort that we're going to talk about is Pop Century, which is a value level resort and is Disney's salute to the fads of the 1950s through the 1990s. So even at the value level, the accommodations that you'll be staying at Pop Century are going to be everything that you've come to expect from a Disney resort experience. And of course, Disney spares no expense, as the theming throughout the resort will be enjoyed by both parents and children alike. You'll also enjoy a wide range of delicious dining choices, as well as shopping at Everything Pop Shopping and Dining. And also, while you're at the pool, make sure to go by Pedals Pool Bar. So a unique amenity that you won't find at every resort, but you will at Pop Century, is the accessibility of Disney's Skyliner. Some of the other amenities you'll enjoy while staying at Pop Century include movies under the stars, jogging trails, a playground, and fast-forward arcade. So the next resort we're going to talk about is Disney's Coronado Springs, which is Disney's celebration of the unique blend of Spanish, Mexican, and Southwest American culture. And this is a moderate level resort. So as with any Disney resort, you get the Disney personal touch. And of course, the accommodations, again, are everything that you've come to expect from a Disney experience. Coronado Springs has 3 leisure pools at the Cabanas, Ranchos, and Casitas, and the main pool, the Lost City of Cibola, which also has a water slide, and you'll enjoy beautiful, spectacular views during the day or at night. From the Laguna Bar or the Maya Grill, there are no shortage of dining options while you're staying at Coronado Springs, all with a Mexican and Southwest flair. The Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs has a deluxe feel at a moderate price and offers the only suites at a moderate level resort. Coronado Springs also has the only convention center, and all the rooms at the Cabanas, Ranchos, and Casitas have been newly renovated. Other amenities at Coronado Springs: campfire activities, movies under the stars, and an arcade. And our deluxe level, if you're looking for the ultimate in luxury while you're staying at Disney, the Grand Floridian is definitely the place for you. Victorian elegance and modern sophistication, it's one of the most lavish Disney resort hotels. Of course, the accommodations at the Grand Floridian are nothing short of spectacular. The Grand Floridian is Disney's most elegant resort, and whether you're poolside enjoying one of the many dinner options at the spa, Disney has spared no expense at displaying the beauty and elegance that you would expect at a luxury resort. There are several transportation options at Grand Floridian, including the monorail, boat transportation, and a walkway to the Magic Kingdom. Other activities at the Grand Floridian: poolside cabanas, motorized boat rentals, fishing, specialty cruises, movies under the stars, basketball courts, campfires, and much more. That's going to do it for today, but let's ask ourselves one of life's timeless questions. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I have no idea, but what I do know is what comes before every great vacation is booking with Infinite Paradise Travel. So until next time, may all your travels be safe and hassle-free, and the best way to guarantee that is to book with Infinite Paradise Travel. Goodbye.
Bye.